Vibe check. Welcome everyone to a very special episode 66 of the Unmonetisables, the official podcast of the FAWK Chronicles, the dumbest search for intelligence in the galaxy, and stepsister podcast to the Indi Scots network, Scots with Soul podcast. My name is Cpt Privilege, and with me, through no choice of their own, are Dr. Darkside.
You're banned because I'm triggered.
Okay, and Grandmaster Tech.
Check your vibes.
Fucking how dare you. My vibes are fucking 100% vibey, mate.
I don't want to know about your vibes. Just check them, alright?
I'm the greatest vibe artist of all time.
I don't care what they're like, just check them.
If you're unaware, folks, this is the only show in the galaxy that expertly dissects your primitive planet's curatable culture in the form of trending and topical tat of the week. And we may as well get it over and done with. Out of the way. Everyone's favourite MMO, Fallout 76. They had a slight boo-boo this past week.
That one that everybody forgot about.
Just a wee boo-boo. Just a wee bit. Or they kind of forget about it because they keep fucking up. My beloved Todd, Great Lord Todd, hath forsaken me and created Fallout First. $100 a month subscription. $100 a year, or $160 a year if you pay it monthly. Subscription fee.
It's a great cash flood, man.
Oh, I wish there was going to be a flood and you fucking wipe these servers out. The private servers, unlimited junk stash, extra spawn point, and cosmetic stuff.
For an annual price of £100.
Yes, or monthly for $13.99.
Exactly.
Which equates to about, what, 150, 160?
Is that not about the same price as Netflix?
Yeah, literally. After you've already paid 50 quid for the game. But to make matters even better, the servers went online during the week and they weren't so private. People were just wandering into people's private servers.
Yeah, they're probably like, oh yeah, but when you start the server, you've got to select the setting of private server. Kind of reminds me of that one thing Todd said at that E3 where he was like, you will never have to see a server. You won't even know they're there. I know, right?
And several times since playing it, it comes up telling me I'm disconnected from server, or would I like to go into another world, aka server, because someone's fucking camping on my spot. But to make matters even better, the unlimited junk stash seemed to be unlimited because it was an abyss and people were losing junk. Bethesda have since come back and said, well, actually, no, it's just not visible. You just can't see it. It's still there.
Yay!
But you just can't see it.
So it's still there, but I can't use it because I can't see it. Nice.
Is this a viable model? Like, are there other games that do this?
Yeah.
Would you pay for that in GTA or something?
There are other games that do this.
People wouldn't. Well, you're going to pay £100 a year for a big mansion on the hill with a huge garage or something.
So you were talking like Ark kind of done the same sort of thing.
Yeah, Ark kind of done the same thing, but also Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous done the same thing, except they tied in with the real servers, the public servers, along with the private servers, but the private servers and public servers never interacted. It was all background interaction, which was kind of cool.
But even then, was it not probably they said they were going to do that from the start?
No, not entirely. But they did turn around and they basically said, look, we know some people don't like the PvP aspect, they'd rather play PvE. So we're, instead of changing the whole environment so you can turn PvP on and off while you're flying around public servers, we're going to give you the option to play solo or private server with friends. You pay for the private server, but you can play solo as much as you want. And if you're playing solo, you can just go, I want to join the real game. Oh no, I want to go back to solo. You can just switch back and forward easily enough. But what Bethesda have done is just basically a big money.
Yeah, but they don't need everybody. They don't need everybody to sign up for this, right?
Not
everybody will. Like 20% of people will sign up for this.
That's what I'm saying to Privilege. Out of say the 100% of people that play it, you probably only get 20% of people that'll think about it, and then out of those 20% of people that will want to play private servers, only 8% will actually buy them. The rest of the fucking 12% will join their mates who have bought the server. You know what I mean?
Chip in for a server license.
Say there was 200,000 people. Out of that 200,000 people, they may get like 3,000 people purchasing servers. Yeah.
Well, that's just whether it was about 700 to 800,000 registered players, consistent.
Do you think this is a step toward? The next step is on the free-to-play version. Well, after you've bought the game, because it's not really free to play.
Honestly,
it should have been free to play.
But maybe that's that it would just be generally free. The next version will be free to play, and you'll still have this add-on thing.
Well,
but then will they start putting in like an advert every 10 minutes? It's not one of those adverts.
Sponsored by Real Coke,
right? It's not one of those as
they don't have to. They just Fortnite, and you'll have a Batman part of the town, and you'll have a fucking Borderlands part of the town.
Exactly.
You buy a special dance and shit.
Marshmallow comes and DJs at the top of a fucking power plant somewhere.
Look at Destiny. Now Destiny's went free to play now, and they make their money and keep the servers running by allowing you to purchase silver coins, which you can buy cosmetics and all sorts.
You want your DLC, fucking
like
battle passy,
exactly, all that sort of stuff. But it's still free to play.
So what you saying? They've made this bad on purpose, so that when they do drop a free to play one, no one will cry about the microtransactions because they'll have it all worked out.
Exactly. Because think about how many people will suddenly go rush out and download the free to play version of, Fallout 76.
There's another story in the news this week. I haven't got it up, but that children are feeling the pressure to buy things online because of all these in-game purchases. And you're saying in Fortnite, you need your new skin and you need the new dance, otherwise people won't think you're cool or something.
Last in the order. This fucking post I just seen come up. Stick that up and we can read this out, if possible. On screen.
Fallout First players have been targeted in adventure mode. People are ganged up on Fallout First players in adventure mode and grieving anyone with the icon.
So you get a special icon or cosmetics, and I was dating
you fucking shell, you fucking
wheels.
Bought the game.
Yeah, that's what I was saying with my pirate
Don't
my pirate
feed
character.
The monsters, man.
I'm like, so basically stand and deliver, because we know you've got caps. We know you've got atoms, motherfucker.
For fuck's sake.
You're a whale, so I might do a Moby Dick.
Can you do
character.
that? Can you rob people?
And I'll just if you shoot them, you get extra caps. If they fight you, but they need if they shout back and run away, you can.
Right.
We almost made Appalachia a better place when we were working together and seemingly rebuilding our virtual society. Now things have plunged into chaos due to different ideologies about how 76 should be handled. I guess it was only a matter of time.
They've created an in-game
back
war
to fighting each other.
It's a civil war.
War never changes.
Well, fuck them. They can go and hide in their private servers, eh?
Well, the story I've got: Gamer buys Fallout 76 add-on domain to criticise Bethesda.
Yeah, I love this one.
They hadn't Bethesda hadn't bought the domain name for Fallout First, so he went and bought it and then turned it into a platform for him, basically ripping into them for charging people,
because he literally rewrote their entire statement, their entire fucking little press piece about this DLC, about this game mode even, or subscription service, and he just rewrote it with just like, instead of for the players, it's like just to fuck you.
Some could say some could say that the entire event that he created was poetic.
It was meta.
It really was meta, but it was quite good. That I quite enjoyed that little.
I mean, it was even on the news. Actually, that's how you heard about it through the fucking British Promotion Corporation.
Bombs going off, world hunger and everything like that. This guy makes the front page.
I know.
For fucking Bethesda over. Well, love it.
It seems like a cruel joke. But maybe the cruelest joke of all
is your segue.
Is that the Joker is now the biggest rated R film of all time. It surpassed Deadpool.
I've read a review of it this morning that called it obnoxious. And something obnoxious and something. Basically, it was a normie, and they were just judging it from the position of a normie, and thinking that it was just really bad pattern to be telling the story of somebody who suffers mental breakdown and becomes a villain.
So basically what you're saying is so basically
the same type of person that would probably cry for representation of everyone else.
I was about to say that. So basically what they're saying is that anybody with mental health problems should not be portrayed in a movie.
Or should be portrayed by someone with a mental health problem, and they should have just given him a real loaded gun and set him around with some makeup.
Wow. let's just not play on
Make
that one for a
Joker a
moment.
reality TV show.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
it's not a how-to
It's
instructional.
evolving like the chips fall where they may, huh?
Oh, that was a whistle.
Like
No
Joker,
time for a dog whistle
Joker,
yet.
this is not a how-to guide. There should have been the subtitles.
But yeah, so the rumours are it was done so well that they're already in talks for making a part 2. Of course, they're going to ruin it. And he's going to get his own Batman.
Series.
Even though it's like set in an alternate universe and the 80s.
Let's crowbar in the.
It was supposed to be not really Joker, but the progenitor.
Well,
to
go
the
on, who's
Joker
gonna be Batman then?
disease. Well, that'd be interesting actually. Like when they go and get Michael Keaton.
No.
Really confuse it up.
No, once you retire a Batman, you can't bring him back.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe get somebody really old. Is Charlton Heston still alive? What do you think?
Charlton Heston is alive, I think.
I'm
pretty sure.
Do we have to
rope
go
him in to be an 80s Batman.
Shall we go
I'll check the
check
death
this?
list. Put in death list.
But what I like about the idea though, right, is if you break it down, so Joker in this universe is just a mental guy with some makeup. He's no special powers, nothing crazy like that. He's just a fucking nutter with a gun. So what would Batman be then? Literally just a nutter with a mask. With a bat mask running about.
And some random really badly welded tools and toys.
Yeah, like, a bit of money and a fucking weird kit for his car. Like, it'd just be a black hot rod.
Totally. His little grappling hook is actually just a bit of fishing wire. A bit of high tensile, like tuna wire or something
Yeah,
like
it's the
that.
fucking MacGyver of the fucking the DC.
Couple of paper clips to pick locks and shit, you know?
No. 11 years ago.
Oh,
Show how bad that is.
that would make a really good movie then.
Mandela effect, man. He's still alive in my timeline.
No, but with the effects they've got nowadays.
Oh, they could easily do it. Yeah.
Well, they should just.
But they can't do it though because they haven't captured his 3D map profile. You know,
We can do that. We've got the
every time
technology.
an actor walks into any of the studios, they're updated and scanned
We
when
can
they walk
rebuild
through
him.
the door.
Who would be a good Batman though is Kirk Douglas. He's currently 103.
Kirk Douglas. God damn,
He's
bro.
top of the death list.
The death list. Holy shit.
He's rank 1 on the death list, man.
Yeah, that's rank. It really is rank.
It's not an accolade you want to aspire to.
Again.
Yeah, so anyway, they're talking about possibly more villains in the sequel as well. So who do we want to see? Eh?
Come on, you know they're going to bring Harley Quinn into the next
No,
one. Just
no,
straight
they
up
can't do
because
like
people
that.
want that.
No, that'd be weird.
Apparently.
No.
A complete, Harley Quinn is actually like a complete crackhead junkie or something like that.
Nah, they're gonna do like a Riddler that's riddled with fucking syphilis and
Stifler out of American Pie as the Riddler.
What?
First off, Stifler from American Pie,
Yeah.
wow, what a dated reference.
Yeah.
You mean that guy from Bulletproof Monk?
Yeah,
Thingy
that guy,
Scott,
yeah,
what's
him.
his name? No, Ryan Scott. Almost remembered his name. I'm pretty sure it's
Scott
son of
William-
Scott. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Something.
Whatever.
Scott William Scott.
That guy from that guy from that film. Anyway,
No, yeah, that what?
no, I was trying to remember the name of
Sean William Scott.
Yeah, Sean
That's
William
him.
Scott. There we go. Thank you.
I know his name. I still don't know who the fuck you're talking about. What film's he in again?
That one.
Quite a few of them actually.
No, name one.
The one with the
Come on.
monk that is
Name one.
bulletproof.
Yeah, American Pie. Is
Oh, is
one
that
of
his
them.
name? All right.
What?
I didn't realise that was his actual name. I thought you were talking about something.
Aren't we due a segue by now?
Yeah.
Scott.
We're overdue on the segue.
Don't you fucking tell me when and when.
This
not
is the
seg-
segue.
Seg away.
This is the
We're in
longest segue.
segception.
Segs away. Go.
Well, serious how we can't decide who the villain is. We'll move on to another hero versus villain saga. As this year we have failed to get the aliens out of Area 51. We have failed to find Nessie, but maybe we can find some honey. As if we raid Blizzcon dressed as Winnie the Pooh, they can't ban us all.
What?
Everyone wants to raid Blizzcon
Like seriously? Okay.
dressed as Winnie the Pooh.
Let's go and
Why?
raid Area 51.
What do you mean, why?
Let's go and find Nessie.
What do you mean,
Let's
why?
go and raid Blizzcon dressed as Winnie the Pooh. How many of you motherfuckers are actually going to turn
Is this
up?
some kind of
What's
a?
Blizzcon?
Is this some kind of a reference to China or something? What the fuck?
is this some kind of what do you think? What's BlizzCon? See, he gets to use phrases like normie and he doesn't even know what BlizzCon is. What the fuck? BlizzCon is the official convention for Blizzard
games.
games.
He's just a modern
And
day
with
casual,
their
you
total
know?
banning on all things.
What's that got to do with Winnie the Pooh?
Well, the meme is that the Emperor of China
Doesn't like. Oh, he looks like Winnie
the Pooh.
Oh, because of the photo of him. Yeah, with
his hand in a honey jar.
No.
And a red t-shirt on his big yellow belly
no,
hanging
the
out.
picture of him.
Yellow belly. Whoops.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah. Moving swiftly on from that one. Holy shit.
He fucking... So they said we're gonna basically raid BlizzCon.
Yeah. Do you think they'll
All
do it?
dressed as Winnie the Pooh. We
I'm
can't
gonna-
ban us all.
I'm going to say...
Hold on. But hold on. Hold on. Area 51 was a total flop, but this is going to succeed. Why
That's
is
what
this
I'm saying
what?
as well.
Because the likelihood of being shot's a lot less.
I think 3 people are going to turn up like that. Just 3. The rest of them are going to be like, yeah, that would be funny, yeah, but I might get thrown out and then completely waste how much money I've spent on my pass and not get to enjoy my weekend. So
No, you got to sneak in with the Winnie Pooh costume and put it on in there. You can't walk in with the Winnie Pooh costume on. That's not going to work.
walking up and then just the 2 bodyguards looking like, and you're like, nope, I'll just turn around and walk away again.
See, as in the Area 51 thing, it's a total fallacy that they can't stop us all. They can't ban us all. Yes, they can.
They can.
They can.
There's only one
Fucking
question.
dumb fucks.
There's only one question. Do they want to pull the trigger?
Well, that's it.
Do they not want to pull the trigger?
Everybody goes, though. They can't ban them all, or else the convention loses all its money.
No, they can ban
No,
all they
they've
want.
already got your money.
Yeah,
they've already got your money.
That's true. They've already bought the tickets.
Exactly. No refunds for anybody dressed like Winnie the Pooh, basically.
No tickets at the door either, though. Nobody buying anything in the convention centre.
That's all right. That's just.
I would if I had a stall in there and they banned everyone, I'd sue.
But who would the stalls blame? The convention, or the people that came dressed as Winnie the Pooh?
The people that came dressed as Winnie the Pooh.
Exactly. So really, what they're saying is, there's nothing to do with the convention. They want to fuck all the sellers, all the vendors, all the events that are happening within BlizzCon.
No, you can't blame
Yes, you
a
can.
protest
Yes,
of
yes, you can.
human fucking rights violations of the highest order on fucking people just trying to wear one of the
Yeah,
Pooh costumes.
they're
and support.
They're a private company, right?
You're a private company.
Do you own shares? If you're talking about all the shareholders turning up dressed as Winnie the Pooh, then yeah, they've got a legitimate right to protest. But
They should just embrace the meme at this
if
point.
you're a customer, no. you
But
don't.
that's the internet. The more you fight it, the more it's happening. They're literally going to just like make a fan-made film of Winnie the Pooh as the Emperor of China.
Won't someone think of the third-party vendors?
You know what I mean? Oh, Piglet. You know what I mean? It's going to be... It's going to be amazing.
Never do that again.
Oh, bother. Well, before it gets too dark and the sun sets on this corner, we can safely say it's time to move on to our second segment of the show,
Yay,
Darkside's Corner.
yay. I need some music. Cue my music.
You need some music.
No, we need better music.
Oh.
US Army signs contract to study UFO material and make better weapons. Who are they signing a contract with? With Blink 182 founder Tom DeLonge.
That little fucking snitch.
Yeah, Tom DeLonge's
Knew
group.
we shouldn't have probed him.
Tom DeLonge's group, To the Stars Academy, is signing a contract with US government and military and advanced aerospace engineers and the research and capability exploitation of unidentified aerial phenomena. Apparently, they've collected some material, but they're not disclosing what it is to the public, and the army's going to help them investigate it.
It's parts of the Hindenburg or something like
That's
that.
really funny and weird and backwards and stupid and makes him look like a fucking psyop the whole time.
It's a bit weird.
But what do you mean you got some material,
I don't know where they've
but then
got it
you've
from.
like you've hided it, and then you're like to the fucking army like,
Who's Heidi?
we're only gonna give you it if you let us in on the fucking contract. Like, no.
Apparently, all they're saying is mechanical and electromagnetic sensitive metamaterial.
Aye, all the small things.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Nice. Yeah.
Fuck that story right up.
Damn it!
Also, on the subject of dumb US military things, US military decides to stop using 8-inch floppy disks for its nuclear missile system.
Yay! It's about time.
If you believe this is...
What, they upgrading to 4 1/4?
If you believe this isn't the same reality that we all exist in, the US military has decided to retire its use of 8-inch floppy disks.
Are they moving up to 8-track?
For the Strategic Automated Command and Control System, which was developed back in the 60s and 70s, that still, with its anarchic technology, controls all the nuclear silos. Like, come on,
man.
I expect you to believe that shit.
It was the most robust and secure. It was unhackable because it wasn't connected to anything.
Do you think that's why they still use it?
Yeah, but what kind of a response time is that? Fuck, the Russians have fucking, the Ruskies have sent a bomb out, or the Greens have sent a nuke out. We've got about 30 seconds, a minute to fire one back. Right, hold on, lads. We're going to dust off this fucking floppy.
No, that's fine.
Let me get my wee key for the wee plastic box. Let me get a wee key for the plastic box that has all the fucking floppies in it.
That's fine because it doesn't matter. If somebody's launched a nuke, that means America's already launched one first. So they don't need to worry about boot up time. They've got time to fire.
Every millennial out there is like, what the fuck is a floppy disk?
Is that something you need to go to the doctors for?
Is that some kind of new fetish I haven't heard of, but I'm immediately interested
Back in the day it was, yes, actually.
But we're progressing in a new future. A new future where clapping is banned at Oxford University because people are being triggered. Students at the University of Oxford have wanted to replace clapping with a silent wave because it could trigger anxiety.
It could trigger anxiety as well.
Instead, they are being told to use jazz hands, where they wave their hands in the air.
Fucking jazz hands.
I'm sorry, I don't like. I would rather somebody clap than stick their smelly fingers in my face.
Do you know the thing that really confuses me about this? Never once have I ever heard a singular story of someone having a fucking PTSD meltdown at an event where people clap.
You haven't obviously been in the right places.
Like, what type of fucking huge hand motherfuckers are these people hanging about with that are clapping so loud in your fucking ear?
Fucking shockwave.
Like, I understand if you're talking about somebody at like a football game. Do you know what I mean? At the point where a goal goes in and everybody erupts and fuck, that's
I think there's a lot more things at a football match to be triggered by than clapping.
Yeah, but like I don't understand
clapping is the last thing you can be triggered by.
But you're talking about people clapping, bro. It's never like, it's very seldomly an instantaneous rapturous applause that's so fucking like, oh god, unsettling. Like,
unless you're at a Facebook convention.
It's like the argument there. You got like some of the supermarkets do like the fucking disabled hours. So I know it's not really called that.
Autism friendly,
yeah, where they
times,
turn the lights down and the noise down and all that sort of shit. Yeah, man, totally fair enough. And
that sounds good to me.
If you want to host an event with that type of thing, where it's like these people are sensitive to clapping, like fair dues, man.
Yeah, I think an element of it is for autism. Heard this
sort of fucking thing, short of the early SJWs, like, oh, we'll click, man, which was pretentious enough. But you want to throw jazz hands in?
Yeah, it's really left.
You want to throw jazz hands in?
The concerning thing for me is this is the future of Britain. These are the smart people.
Yeah,
these are the smart people of tomorrow, and this is
scared.
You think they'd be a little bit more clever than this?
It's like, what was that Futurama came out? Every time you clap, you kill small spores that will one day grow into be a nutritious fungus. Just show your appreciation with a friendly thumbs up.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Right. On the subject of banning things at university, though, in Glasgow University's taken the biscuit from Oxford. They've sent out trigger warnings because some of the students may be upset by scenes in classic fairy tales. There you go.
Wow.
Lecturers admitted students were cautioned about violent material contained in the famous children's stories by the Brothers Grimm. Their tales include Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Hansel and Gretel, and Little Red Riding Hood.
My God,
That's really
what,
funny.
Did these people not like read these or listen to these or watch these? When
It's like
they
that
were
fucking episode
younger?
of Friends where it's like Phoebe's only been watching half the films and that, and her mom kept turning it off like Old Yeller before the dog dies and that.
totally,
You know what I mean?
Oh my God, I didn't know.
Fucking.
But if you need, hold on, are these new improved versions of the Brothers Grimm fairy tales that are that excruciatingly horrific that they need trigger warnings? If they are, I want to hear. That's the version I want to hear.
They're just
I want to hear
so-
that version.
They're just so shielded, is the point. And then what do you mean it isn't just all fucking Disneyfied happy glory ending? It's actual like really dark, twisted, fucked up stories.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, Dr. Stuart Waiton, a senior sociology lecturer at Abertay University in Dundee, said that the more we make trigger warnings the norm, the more we risk infantilising these adults.
That's it.
Yeah.
That was the biggest argument, right? Because people shield kids from things like horror movies and stuff like that when they're younger, right? Certain ones I agree with. But when you expose kids to certain forms of media like that, not only does it maybe desensitise them to a bit eventually, might give them nightmares, but it also adds in the fact of there's some dangerous shit out there, man.
Yeah, every
And you need
kid,
to
every
realise the
5-year-old should be
fucking
sitting in front of a
symbols.
telly and showing torture porn and yeah.
I wouldn't go that far, but you know, there's nothing wrong with showing them.
Desensitise them from a young age.
There's nothing
Like,
wrong with
get them
showing them,
used to it.
say, The Shining when they're
God.
like 8-year-old. You know, I don't know.
I didn't feel so bad about my Winnie the Pooh comments earlier. And as soon as he's talking about showing kids torture porn.
Winnie the Pooh was a horror. Don't start.
It's only a movie.
Exactly. That thing was the scariest shit ever. Come on. This bear that was completely addicted to honey would do anything for it. If that's not like a cartoon version of Train
I never
Spotting,
thought there was like a honey junkie before.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, and then come on, you've got Piglet on the other side, who's constantly hyper, constantly asking questions like a complete, you know, almost like a crackhead, like what's that? And then you've got the absolute stoner that's on a constant weed come down. Yeah, or an ecstasy come down. You know. Then you've got Tigger, who is clearly on base.
Yeah.
Come on, that motherfucker don't stop.
I have heard this interpretation before, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a drug-fueled escapade.
Yeah.
Oh, one's a rabbit.
Don't even get me started about that.
Coke.
motherfucker.
Ex-Coke kid.
Yeah, I think he's a recovering junkie, but he's still in the crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's at A or something.
Yeah, but he's only there to get his methadone.
Talking about recovering alcohol, this will cure you of your alcoholism. Macallan, 1926, breaks auction record at £1.5 million.
Oh yeah,
Apparently
totally.
it's the what?
What's a Macallan?
Whiskey.
Scotch whiskey.
Yeah.
Most expensive bottle of Scotch whiskey ever sold, basically. At $1.5 million.
Yep,
and
that'll-
apparently it's the holy grail of
You
whiskies.
know what? You know what? I bet you who bought it bought a bottle of Coke as well.
Oh no! They've got to have their wee jug of water and just pour a
Mix
wee
that
bit in as you.
You can't drink it at that much. How much is that, a glass? You know what I mean?
That's what their plan is. They're going to sell that shit. You know?
Sell it in nips.
So that is like
100 grand a nip.
It's like
Yeah.
it's about it's almost like a 90 grand nip.
It's like
innit?
like when they came out with fucking Grey Goose back in the day, man. Grey Goose was like the oh my god thing to be drinking. Oh, look at it. It's £10 a shot. Oh, but it's Grey Goose.
You wait
You know
until
what I mean? People will pay that
you
shit,
buy
man.
that and you wait until they create the replicator and then you can make as many bottles as you want.
100 grand a nip sounds like a weird kind of torture porn, especially when you factor in it'll probably taste like
Yeah,
shit.
can you imagine what would happen if you just bought that at the bar? You spend your 100 grand, somebody turns around and be like, "Noosh! There goes your drink." I think that would qualify as a good reason for murder.
It's the fact that it's like it is 1926 whiskey. You know how much fucking different that is going to taste
Hey,
to modern day whiskey.
Not only that, the fact that it survived,
Yeah,
you know. But yeah, totally. I bet you it tastes
this
better.
whiskey survived the Blitz. Like what?
I mean, what? That was brewed after the First World War, eh?
Yeah, 26.
Yeah, and then
Before the
during-
second.
Yeah, before the second. So it survived the Second World War. It was post First World War, so the country was just starting to get back on its feet.
It survived Nam.
That technically that could be classified as a potentially good year, I guess.
A good year.
Until the bad year
The
happened.
wee settle patch in between two fucking the biggest
storm,
two wars.
Yeah.
I think there's a war on
You can
in
actually
Dark.
call it pre-war Scotch.
I think there's a war on Darkside's Binds for
That's how you
segues.
sell it. Just put a Fallout sticker on the bottle.
Hey, you fucking lay off, right? We're going through enough as a community right now. We don't need this kind of
That's
shit.
why you need the whiskey.
Alright, from whiskey wars to real wars, TikTok used by Islamic State to spread propaganda videos. Did you hear about this? No.
No.
Did we hear about?
TikTok is now the new distribution choice of IS and Daesh.
What about the Western world using TikTok for its own propaganda distribution? Like, blaming
I'll
IS
have
for
to see
distributing
Donald Trump's
propaganda.
TikTok account.
He's got a TikTok account, shop. Does he?
I don't know. I don't think it does.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
It'd be
Trump
really
can't-
funny if it
he
did.
needs
though.
one now.
Trump cannot make short enough videos. to
Just
go on
Trump
TikTok.
making wee anime shorts and fucking voiceover short bits. That'd be fucking brilliant. Like, what are you actually doing in that office, you dick?
making TikTok videos.
So I predict this is the downfall. This is the beginning of the end for TikTok. I think as soon as it starts getting used by mainstream groups, whether they're terrorist organisations
Facebook,
or
how when
multinational
it got shut
corporations.
down, and like Twitter when it got shut down,
Yeah.
or YouTube when it got shut down.
No.
No.
Not the end as
All,
in
all these
completely
things
shut
go
down,
through
but
stages,
yeah.
right? And as soon as the mass market starts using them, then all the kids will be like, no, it's not cool anymore.
Yeah.
Like ISIS is using it. No, fuck no. My mum's going to be using it next.
Yeah,
Like, hell no.
that's it. That's it. The kids are going to see beheading videos on TikTok and say, "This ain't cool, yo. I ain't watching this no more."
That's it. They'll go into the next
No,
TikTok.
no likely.
So what's going to be
We're going
next?
to the
then?
next TikTok.
What's going to be next then? You know what I mean? Like TikTok is technically the pinnacle of, quick recorded vines, basically.
Yeah.
So what's the next step? Just breathing space, basically. All you do is
It was like
videos
you
of
was
people
flicking through Cameo the other night there, and it was like
So it'll just be a 1 second gif. That'll be it.
noises.
like Peter Griffin. I can name all 56 states in 1 minute.
Like the fucking weird GIF compilations, they're going to play it like 2-3 times just so you can fucking see it. And so
Oh,
they
they
put a
annoy
GIF
the hell
in a
out of me.
meme compilation, and you're
Get
just
what
like, why am I
annoys me-
seeing
get
this
what-
5 times?
What annoys me
Alright.
about them, right? What annoys me about them the most is when you get the ones that are like, okay, it's so short, you've got to play it repeated times to get it. But then you get the people that are trying to be nice and actually repeating it for you, so you don't have to click that replay button. But you're just like, no, I'll choose whether to click the replay button, motherfucker.
How fucking
dare.
dare you? How
Exactly.
the fucking gall.
Just dare you take that control away from my fingertips.
Fucking try and fucking assume what I want.
Phone case created out of artificial skin. Have you heard this? No.
No, I don't follow Hannibal fucking vlogs.org.
I'm not entirely
Wait a
sure what it is, but
Wasn't-
it's not real human skin. It's meant to mimic human skin.
Oh, that's relieving.
So you can interact with
So
it
it
by,
doubles as a fucking fleshlight. So
by,
you can fuck your
by
phone
touching
wallet.
it and squeezing it. And
So is this like your Harry Potter thing where you've got to like stroke the spine of the book before you can open it?
yeah, it's really creepy. I don't know.
Well, hold on. What if the phone's got like a wee nipple on the back? Your unlock code is a tweak. You know what I mean?
100 grand nip.
It's like, I'm not going to unlock Nurple. Phone screams.
Oh, you've got to shave it. Just grows hair everywhere and it gets hairy.
Yeah, no. Neck beard on your phone.
I mean,
There we go.
we all know what this might be used for, right? What it's most likely going to be used for. But has it got any real practical applications? In a gaming environment or something? I don't know.
In a gaming environment? Yeah, we've all been, knee deep fucking couple of hours into our fucking favourite RPG and thinking, you know what, I need some type of flesh wallet.
It looks
It's the
really
only
gross.
thing that's going to be able to make this session go a lot smoother.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
What happens when you use your phone so much that the skin actually merges to your own skin? So then you've got, basically, your phone has become a skin graft.
That's what it's for, eh? Yeah, totally. Why? Why would you want
You
to touch
become one
fake
with your
flesh
cellular
when you're
device.
holding your
Instead
phone?
of vibrating, it sweats or something.
Hold on a minute. I need to give you a
Instead of
phone
putting on your key code, you've got to get fucking goosebumps. You're blowing it. Lick it.
fanning it off.
Or yeah,
Stroke it ever so gently.
or you could milk it or something.
Yeah.
Milk it.
What? Hold on, I need my
You
breakfast.
could milk it. I'm not touching it.
So what is 4 times more nutritious than cow's milk and 3
Fucking
times
phone wallet milk.
and it's 3 times the energy of buffalo milk and it's destined to be the superfood of the future.
Soy.
Whale sperm, I don't know. What?
You were never going to guess it was cockroach milk.
Oh.
Yes,
Yay!
the superfood of the future is here, and it is cockroach milk.
This story was written by cockroaches, wasn't it?
This is absolutely true.
Okay, literally, this is the type of shit they're trying to peddle, is that eating bugs is actually better.
Well, it is.
Well, it's high in protein.
Yours is. Shut the fuck up.
Yours is.
Apparently, these scientists they're not actually milking little
These
cockroaches.
scientists, not actually
that would take far too
frogs
much
in
time.
human
Just grinding them
clothing,
up
just like,
one day,
no,
no?
we should all eat bugs, honestly.
No, it's not bugs.
Bah.
They've resequenced the
Fucking
fucking
weirdos.
genome of the protein that comes out of the
Sequence
fucking milk.
fucking brain
And
genome milk.
yeah, it's super powerful, and it's going to turn us all.
Yeah, because that
Arnold
sounds like
Schwarzenegger.
something like an evil lizard scientist wouldn't do, innit? Fuck off.
We can
Even
make
watch
them.
the sci-fi movie ever.
So, would you try cockroach milk if you had the chance?
Well, if you believe every single little story about every single dairy-based product on the planet, it doesn't matter what you drink, it's all full of pus and stuff and blah. And
I'm just looking forward to using what he just said as a quote, but instead of like writing cockroach milk, just end it, would you try cock ...
That's not a yes or no. Would you try cockroach milk? I've got a glass. Here,
No.
do you want some?
No, that's a straight up. That's a
Why not?
That's a fucking yeet from me.
Why not?
What do you
Don't
mean?
drink
Why
dog
not?
milk.
If it tasted the same as
I don't
cow
drink
milk,
cat's milk.
I don't drink milk.
but say it
Milk's for-
tasted, say,
Milk's for
You can small
bestiality.
babies.
say it tasted really nice.
Say it tasted really nice.
Yeah,
Is it in a monster can?
yeah. Say it was in a monster can, and it
Right.
tasted like
Blatant
monster.
advertising
Okay,
right there.
go on.
But it just contained like cockroach milk proteins that are really good for you.
Nah,
No,
that's gross.
no.
Yeah.
Do I look like an indigenous fucking Amazonian?
It's not going to
fucking-
turn you into a cockroach though.
See, I've
It
always
doesn't
thought,
matter. You're still drinking cockroach. What the fuck?
I've
People
always-
eat cockroaches though.
I've
It's
always
cool.
thought, right? See how
Your friends? Yeah, cool.
I think like what we should be doing is like every day we have just a capsule of basically everything that you need.
Well, this is
Everything
it.
your body
The
needs,
crystals are like a complete food. They have proteins, fats, and sugars. If you look into the protein sequences, they have all the essential amino acids.
Yeah, how much
For the
cockroach
entire day.
milk do you have to consume before you have enough, though?
Not much, probably. Like just.
And the ancients believed you are what you eat. So if you had to just continuously,
you're not gonna be a
intravenously pump nothing but cockroach milk
so
into
that's
your
where
person,
that's where the pyramid builders went.
your body's going to evolve into a scarab that just starts building pyramids and
Got ya.
digging into people's skin.
That makes so much more sense considering a giant scarab could lift like 10 times its weight.
Oh my god.
So that's how they built the pyramids. Boom, mystery solved. Giant scarabs built the pyramid.
Somebody who has turned into a beetle, though. Final story. Greta Thunberg
She can't join the Beatles, they're already dead.
has had
Most of them.
There's been a new beetle discovered, and it's been named after the climate activist
Yep.
Greta Thunberg.
Yep.
So
So what songs did she write?
it's really fitting, though. She's like a gross little,
Which can be a bit bugging.
yeah,
She's
gross little bug.
right. First off, stop slagging a child. Second off, bugging, funny, but just no, okay? Thirdly, you're all wrong.
I'm an equal
No,
opportunities.
you're all wrong anyway,
kind of
because it's
person.
not
Annoying.
Greta
It doesn't matter whether they're
Thunberg.
children or
It's
old
not
people.
Greta Thunberg, it's Greta
I'll punch down or
Thunberg.
up or sideways.
You're
however I feel.
pronouncing it wrong.
What?
You'll punch a small autistic
I'll
child.
punch
That sounds
down
great.
or up or sideways. That's all I'm saying.
Not a fucking cheat code. You don't activate ultimate fucking Greta.
Oh, Greta with super punch. Holy shit.
Greta just starts coming in and force feeding you fucking cockroach milk to save the environment.
You must eat!
Greta Thunberg.
I need a fucking shot of fucking 100 grand whiskey just to get it tasted out of my fucking
it'll be a
thoughts.
it'll be a Skyrim version. It'll be Greta Thunberg.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're saying it wrong now. It's Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg. That's how she says it.
I've never heard that. I never heard that.
I know, because you just don't listen. You don't pay attention.
I was paying attention at IS on
Like,
TikTok.
did you miss the moments where she was speaking on a microphone?
She had the microphone?
No, because it was clapping in the background, man.
Clapping at folks' ears, trying to trigger them. Speaking of triggering, that was your cue to trigger up the segue into the next and final segment of the Unmonetisables Twitter moments on screen.
Keisha announces she got her balls back as she drops trailer for a new album.
Keisha.
Kesha, guys.
Whatever.
Kesha.
Whatevs.
Mems Kesha?
Whatevs, right?
Mems Kesha.
It's in the dictionary, deal with it.
Talking back.
God, how long ago was that, right?
Blah. Yeah, well, you don't you know the struggles and
10
strifes
years
of
ago or
Kesha?
something.
Where she was locked into a contract with Sony, but then accused her fucking manager of being abusive and even somewhat maybe even having #MeToo'd her to some degree. But then had actually went under oath at some questioning fucking type thing where she said he didn't, but then said he did.
That's all part of the business, though.
But now she's got her balls back.
That's the business.
I didn't realise Kesha was
She didn't know what she was getting into.
someone with balls.
She
But
thought the music industry wasn't about sexual misconduct.
yeah, that's it. You know, it was all pre-Weinstein era. Pre-Weinstein.
Pre-Weinstein. Oh god, that's going to be...
Wienerstein.
There's going to be that in the history book, isn't it? You've got to get a timeline that's just going to be like Second World War. Collapse of society. Weinstein era.
Wienerstein.
Whatever happened to
Epperstein.
Kevin Spacey, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I still think he got like I'm pretty sure like a bunch of the ones that accused him have just all dropped out. Like, everyone's
Yeah,
pretty much
that's what they all
dropped out.
built, so he's cool now.
So he's like a wee cool bro Hollywood and still trying to do his thing. So
yeah.
let's go.
So yeah, talking about being cool with Hollywood, Cardi B will join Vin Diesel in Fast and Furious. Never in my puff will I go and see that one.
Well, you know, they
Fast and the
had
Furious.
Rita in one of the films, so why the fuck not Cardi fucking B?
Yeah, fresh off her big screen debut in Hustlers, which also starred Jennifer Lopez. Like, who the fuck is Jennifer Lopez? Jennifer Lopez anymore? When was the last time was she in a film?
J-Lo's still
Like,
huge.
Constance Wu and Keke Palmer. Cardi B is set to make an appearance alongside Vin Diesel in the next Fast and Furious installment.
But all those names sound made the fuck up.
Keke Palmer and Constance Wu.
Wow.
Cardi B and Vin Diesel.
Like, seriously.
What is this franchise anymore?
Oh, it died a long time
Fast,
ago. Like,
how dare you? The last Fast and Furious was awesome.
Yeah,
I think that tells you we're
Yeah,
not,
see, you're talking out your ass then.
this tells you that we're in a
talking
about your-
about common sense.
You're too ass too urious. Shut up. Shut up. That's your fault.
This is how we know we're in a cultural death spiral. When we end up with franchises that are going into 9 movies long, that's bad.
That's not
What, like James
franchise.
Bond? What, like Harry Potter? What, like fucking Star Wars?
No, because James Bond doesn't have the same star.
Star Wars is a bad
Like,
example.
James Bond doesn't have the same star
exactly,
throughout every fucking movie.
What, like Nightmare on It?
So they can rejuvenate it every time a new actor comes along.
rejuvenate it. Make it sound like a fucking shampoo commercial.
Talking about a shampoo commercial, Gamer Shroud joins Ninja in leaving Twitch for Mixer.
Great.
The fuck's that going to be shampoo? Don't just you fucking...
They're clearly washing out, man.
Don't you just lather in some
It's the way they make it
segue.
sound like
Washing out.
It's the way they make
Perfect.
it. It's the way they make it sound like they just chose to do it, not that they got paid a shit ton of money by Microsoft or to move to Mixer.
Yeah, well, either way, don't really care.
It was his decision. He had freedom of choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the extra £2 million just fucking
Carry Hawk.
that just encouraged.
Talking about an extra £2 million, Taylor Swift commemorates 13 years since the release of her first album.
It's just that picture of her face. Her face. What? She's just commemorating.
It's just
The fuck
but
cares?
it's the choice of 13. Why Why 13?
I know, why not
Because
10?
she's commemorated the anniversary, and it has everyone in their feelings, Darkside.
What is it? Why the
All
number
in their
13?
feelings.
I know.
There's some kind of esoteric reason she's chosen 13.
No, they do like it. Everyone. She's probably
It's
got
connected with witchcraft.
but-
and
Another album.
It's the 13 Doors of Darkness, man.
the 13 moons of
Connected
the
with
the 13 moons
witchcraft.
of the year.
All right,
I'm telling
it's the
you, man.
Clockwork Elves.
Isn't there 13 points on the compass?
The pentagram.
Camden
Yeah.
Mark Dice of 2005.
The pentagram, man. I'm telling you. She's got it tattooed on her somewhere.
It's the I think Kesha's more likely to have the pentagram tattooed in their fucking
well.
hole.
Oh, right. This one video shows bear mauling Russian circus trainer in front of live audience. Now, for anybody that's interested,
That's what you get.
yeah, you can
It's
go and watch
glorious.
it. Just
It was glorious.
yeah, if you do have a little bit of a
Did he
dodgy
die?
stomach for this kiss kind of stuff,
Hopefully.
then you know.
Did he
Hopefully.
die?
Don't know. Hope so.
Oh, he doesn't get the award then. You have to die.
What award?
The Darwin
The
Award.
Darwin
dude.
Award.
It's not. It's really a Darwin
There
Award.
actually should be a proper Darwin Awards.
Yeah, but it should be the
You know?
wanker. Like Darwin Awards are like someone that's like, wow, that was kind of silly. This is kind of evil, and it backfired on you in an awesome way.
Yeah, but that's also kind of silly, is being a
Yeah.
stupid bastard.
You get
enough
extra
to try
points
and
if it's
train a bear.
ironic.
Yeah, but they're silly and they're just trying to train a bear.
What about the Instagrammer that was climbing into the lion's cage?
Oh man, that was like last week's, man. That was
Yeah.
brilliant. Did you see the video?
Yeah.
And she's
The thing
dancing
is-
about and shit.
the thing
What a
is,
fucking idiot.
Like a lot of people point
Oh my
out.
Who's
god.
dancing
She was dancing about.
Like a lot
I
of
bet
people-
she was in a fucking line just
Well,
grabbing
no,
you.
like a lot of people were pointing out, the way they were filming it, they were framing out the pit between her and the line. There's actually like a drop in between the two sections. So she was standing on the grass in front of the
Oh,
pit.
that's okay then.
Yeah, but no, exactly. You know,
She's a
my
fucking
question
idiot
is-
anyway. She should have just started clapping at the lion and the lion would have been instantly fucking
Yeah,
disabled and on the ground.
My question
Having
is,
PTSD
what the
strokes.
fuck kind of a zoo allows people to climb into that area in the first place?
It doesn't allow people. It probably genuinely
Yeah, it's
specifically
not like
says,
they had a
"Don't
gate
stand
and they
here
were
or
just
you
like,
die."
or get a climb here sign or
Yeah,
something.
no, but what I'm saying is that
It should be
fence-
accessible, yeah.
It should not be accessible regardless, because what they're basically saying is we think humanity's going to be reasonable enough to follow our rules that we've laid down within this zoo. Not actually going, well, hold on a minute, there are a lot of absolute fucking idiots.
Maybe they should have a sign, a climb here sign with Darwin Award awaits.
Actually, fabulous prizes to be won, like
Maybe.
teeth.
Let's get rid of that 10%, you know, that are absolutely
Well, speaking of
pointless.
complete wallopers, on to the last fucking final one.
There's the last final one, is there?
Is there a walloper involved? What?
Okay.
Oh, it's the greatest walloper of all.
I'm undoubtedly the greatest human artist of all time. It's not even a question anymore. Kanye West is a...
See, when you start making statements like that, that's when it becomes questionable. How much drugs is this guy on?
I am
Not
undoubtedly...
enough or not the right ones.
This seems like
apparently.
the shit that Charlie Sheen started coming out with when he started spiraling.
Yes. No, listen. When they start putting up wax models of him in the Louvre,
He's not getting
then
enough
I'll start
cockroach milk.
wondering what society and what humanity is really all about.
Oh, he's had too much cockroach milk. He's not had any tiger blood. That's a fucking problem.
I am
I
undoubtedly...
think he's been drinking his own cockroach milk.
I am undoubtedly the greatest human artist of all time.
Sniffing his own
just got to-
cockroach farts.
I've actually got to reread that multiple
Eh,
times
eh.
just to take it in. I'm like,
That's boggy
that,
as in.
that's not even egotistical. That's like
Kesha better watch out, man. He's got way bigger balls than her. Like, she might have just got hers back, but he's fucking bouncing about in them like they're fucking space hoppers.
Greta Thunberg's got more popularity than he does.
Maybe hold
Well.
on. Maybe the important word there is human.
Well,
Greatest human artist of all time. Yeah, why did he specify that?
Why would
Because
you
he's
need to
not-
put, yeah,
he's-
why would you even
because-
need to put that word in?
because
He knows Adam for Blink 182 and he knows that there's other artists in Area 51.
Not
Fuck.
only that, at first he was thinking the greatest artist of all time until he went to the zoo and he saw that monkey painting a picture, and he was like, "Dude, man, you got props." Sorry,
monkey
that's
painting a
him.
picture.
Nah, human artist.
It looks like he's getting beamed up in that picture, to be honest.
Fucking beamed up. Back to the mothership with you fucking rocket.
Dude, fuck you get.
That's fucking brilliant. Well, that about wraps it up for episode 66 of the Unmonetisables podcast, folks. If you've made it this far, we genuinely appreciate your listenership. And if you're feeling as frugal as Private Mr. Feudal, geezy wee pound off you over on Patreon, because every penny keeps this ship slightly breathing. And for those watching via the FAWK Chronicles on YouTube, while you're here, feel free to pay a £100 a year subscription fee all over that subscribe button. Links to the Discord page can be found in the description of our YouTube page. The FAWK Chronicles are part of Indi Scots network, where every Thursday I will be streaming on Twitch for Roleplay Thursdays, or I'm renaming it Thirsty Thursdays, lads, I like that better. And 6 nights of the week as a bevy of Scottish talent, streaming, playing together and podcasting. Until next time, this has been Captain Privilege, Grandmaster Tech and Dr. Darkside signing off. Closing Halo frequencies, ending communications, and gonna go dress up as a different kind of poo.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
You
I bet you'll become the greatest human artist of all time, right?
after he sucks on the insect nipple.